Today, we recognize two members of the General Assembly for their support of Missouri State University, Senator Lincoln Huff and Speaker of the House Elijah Hough. They will both be receiving the Government Excellence Award at our ceremonies today. This award recognizes extraordinary achievement and outstanding support for the university by a current or former elected or appointed government official. The award is presented to a government official who has taken significant action to demonstrate commitment to the university. The bear statue, right here to my right, commemorating the award is funded and sponsored by the Missouri State University Foundation. The recipients of the Government Excellence Award are approved by the Board of Governors based on recommendations by the university president and concurrence from Faculty Senate, Staff Senate, Student Government Association, administrative councils, and others in our community. Missouri State is proud to present this recognition at this ceremony to State Senator Lincoln Huff. Senator Huff was first elected to the Missouri House of Representatives in 2010, where he served 3 terms. He also served as Greene County Commissioner from 2016 to 2018. And then in November 2018, he was elected to represent the 30th District, which includes the city of Springfield, in the Missouri Senate. Senator Huff is a graduate of Missouri State University with a BS in political science. He also owns and operates a family cattle ranch. For the past several years, Senator Huff has also enjoyed serving as a volunteer for the Springfield chapter of Big Brothers and Big Sisters. We are presenting this award to Senator Huff because he has tirelessly advocated and continues to advocate for Missouri State University in the General Assembly. In 2015, Senator Huff partnered with other legislators to champion a capital bonding package that resulted in $19 million of funding to renovate Hill and Ellis Halls. This year, Senator Huff spearheaded efforts to mitigate the funding gap between Missouri State University and the other public universities throughout the state. This work resulted in a $10 million appropriation increase for Missouri State University, the largest ever in our 114-year history. Please join me at this time in welcoming Senator Lincoln Huff to the podium. Picture? Sure.
President Smart, distinguished faculty, staff, graduates, thank you for inviting me to speak today and for honoring me with this bronze bear. For those of you who don't know me or maybe haven't made it this far in your program, my name is Lincoln Huff, as President Smart mentioned. I'm the senator for the city of Springfield. I have the honor of representing this community in the Missouri Senate. I'm appreciative and humbled by this honor today. But today isn't about me. Today is about each one of you. And before I get started, I want you to just do me a favor and turn around and maybe find your parents in the crowd if you can. Find your family, find your friends, find your teachers, and just tell them thanks real quick. Because today is important to them as well. So when your mom asks for one more picture and she wants you to smile and say, bear up, it's because it's a big deal for your family as well. And as a proud graduate of Missouri State, I've been in your shoes. More than 10 years ago, I put on my robe and walked across the stage with my degree, and I was ready to take on the world, and then it hit you. What are we doing tomorrow? What about a job? How are we going to pay back those student loans? What about all my friends? So I've been there, and those worries, those thoughts are real. But I guess what I want to say to you today is let's wait for that for tomorrow. Because today is about celebrating. For those of you who already have a job, good for you. And if you're one of the many who don't, just relax, because things will work out. So we're going to skip talking about jobs and GPAs. Instead, I thought I'd offer the new graduates maybe just a little bit of advice to help guide you as you begin your next chapter. So I hope President Smart doesn't throw me off the stage for saying this, but here it goes. A college degree is not necessarily what is going to equal success in your lives. The life lessons and experience that each of you have shared here in Springfield, along with your classwork, has prepared you for the success in the real world that I know all of you will find. But it doesn't automatically mean everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows and big bonuses, right? If you want to succeed in business or politics, life, the key, in my opinion, is forming relationships. As soon as you take your next step after Missouri State, whether it's your first job or your family farm, or you come back and you're going to grad school, or you've finished grad school, congratulations. Each one of you will encounter someone who is different than you. Whether it's a boss or a coworker, or a new neighbor, you are bound to meet someone who doesn't agree with your view of maybe politics or life or religion. This world is full of people who are going to disagree with you. But that doesn't make them bad or wrong. When it comes to relationships, the key is to find that common ground. In Jefferson City, I see this on a daily basis. I don't think it's any secret that politicians generally don't agree. And I see this in my colleagues in Jefferson City. We are experts in tying each other up in knots. However, I believe that we all agree on the importance of your education. We believe in safe roads and a lot of other priorities for this state. And what I always look for is the common ground, the commonality. A former president of this country said, "We all do better when we work together. Our differences do matter, but our common humanity matters more." Personally, I believe the key to every relationship is mutual respect. Each of us can make the world a better place if we simply approach every day with an open mind. Just because someone's opinion is different than yours doesn't make them wrong. It just means they have a different perspective on the world. You don't have to give up your own beliefs and your convictions and agree with someone else's opinion every time, but we shouldn't ignore common ground where it exists. Nothing says we can't have our differences and still be civil and still be friends. Life is too short to carry that kind of a grudge and dismiss a potentially life-changing relationship with someone. You heard me say earlier, over 10 years ago, I walked across the stage, and you've heard it your whole lives, but it happens fast. So don't hold a grudge. It's probably cliche and it sounds cheesy, but it's true, I think. The world's a better place if we all just learn to get along and work together. Think of the progress that could be made in our communities and in our state and our nation if we simply stopped and listened to those on the other side of the argument. We don't always have to agree, but I believe each of us would be better off if we checked our egos at the door and we interacted with those who view the world from a different point of view in a respectful way. And you never know, you might actually learn something, right, Dad? My dad's here. I probably should have done what you guys did or what I asked you to do earlier on and introduce my dad. He's the guy who taught me that hard work does pay off. And my mom's here, even though I told her she didn't need to come. She's the woman who held the family together in, tight times, ended up raising 4 kids. Both my brothers are doctors, my sister's in economic development for the city of Springfield, and then you've got me, the cattle ranching politician. So I like to remind her that, 3 out of 4, it's a solid C average. Good job, Mom. But as I said earlier, it's not about that. Today is about celebrating for you all. It's about celebrating the achievements of each one of you and every student. It's about celebrating the sacrifices of your parents, your friends, and your families. It took hard work from every person in this room, not just the people sitting on the floor, to get you here today. And so tomorrow, as each of you embark on a new adventure, As you leave this community, please know that you can always call Springfield and Missouri State home. And you are welcome to come home as often as you like. You don't have to just wait for homecoming. As you enter those new communities and start those new jobs and those new families, be strong in your convictions and remember the lessons you learned here at Missouri State. But don't be afraid to listen. Don't be afraid to engage others and look at the world from their perspective. Find that common ground, and let's move this world and this community forward. Today, you all have made your statement. Now, let's bear up and show the world what we can do. Congratulations and God bless.